listening to the bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
I thought this place would feel like a graveyard, but it's worse. No one's resting in peace around here.
What's with all the security around here? Nothing's happened since the bombing. Something's up.
Enough chatter. What am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Here we go.
What the fuck?
This is it. The signal is coming from this Spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Torn to pieces. How did you get here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it.
They're here somewhere.
Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from D36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spy bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Got it. There we go.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back to you? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Bagley, we need to figure out who was controlling the spider bot.
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spider-Bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Good God. So the bloody police were watching this whole time?
So Clan Kelly was involved in the bombings.
I think that was a handoff. Likely Kelly's weather supplier.
First a spider, and now Webb. What I want to know is who's doing the spinning. Could their contact be part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there, keep looking. The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
And how am I supposed to see it? You have a quantum tunnel in your bag of tricks?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spider-Bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Got it.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
Zero Day's signature.
There, hurry. We've got other deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shuck it, we're all on need to know.
So Zero Day was using a bunch of groups to pull off the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spider-Bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spider-Bot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police were after the real bombers and kept their identity from the public. Why?
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
sing a different
How come every building over here looks like it was built by an evil wizard? I've been known as a drone expert in the past, if you know what I mean. And if you don't, my meaning is sexual. So Albion's taken over the entire police station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Never thought I'd say this, but I wish the real cops were here. Ugh, that was hard.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Absolutely.
what are the odds that's the same spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spiderbot from the Tone bombing site.
Who was the last user?
Navigate the Spiderbot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm all over it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This Spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery buck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
How about a real challenge next time?
crime will never go away. That's about the business, right? So don't tell me how you had our best interest on our
You're almost there. Make your way through this last bent path.
Sending location on a 1033, advised conditions. Stay down! Someone! Look out! Somebody call the police!
We're not getting out of this. Oh, God.
There we go.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Yeah, okay.
Help me!
Moving in.
I always... Listen to me. You don't... All right,
Going to check their last.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Correctamundo.
Requesting backup.
Live alarm. I repeat, live alarm. Location sent, need a 1013. They're all over me! Urgent call. Possible hostile location.
Technique.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over. Can anyone see the suspect? Through the checkpoint. Repeat, suspect is through the checkpoint.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Ah, we have another secret ground station. The adventure continues.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates. All right, we could use your abilities now.
Acknowledged.
The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's definitely out of the way. Perfect spot to do some off-the-books shit.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Max, little help here? How do I get in?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Well, fuck. We got ourselves a rogue cop shop.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Enough to follow a lead all the way to the Tome bombing. What do you think, Bagley?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved. And they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, who do we turn to help support in the distance from...
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Fuck. Albion have thrown in with the Kellys, waiting on the bloody lizard people to join the conspiracy.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Well, I'm not sitting on my ass while they go on abducting people off the street.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Scanning. All clear. On your way now.
Brilliant. What?
Turn around and move on, or else.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped Zero Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shite. Well, bright side, at least they wouldn't have shipped him out. Means he's in limbo at the EPC. Not ideal.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Fucking cross me.